Good evening, Leslie parents, and thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Tonight, I would like to share about distance learning at Leslie and how we are working to address the needs of students, parents, and teachers as we dive into this complicated and new learning process. This is my first live stream event, so please be patient with me if it doesn't go perfectly smoothly. We will have a Spanish translation of this event in the very near future and apologize for not being able to offer side-by-side translation at this time. Hopefully, we will figure it out by the next time we meet. One of the things that our superintendent has been reminding us of is that we all need to be brave during this incredibly challenging time because we are all being pushed into new ways of teaching and learning that none of us are going to get everything perfectly right the first time we try it. Thank you to all of you who have taken a moment to share questions with me using the link to Padlet that I shared on Sunday evening. I will attempt to address as many of these questions as I can, but please know that many things are still up in the air, so I will not be able to give concrete answers to all of your questions. I would like to begin tonight's meeting by letting you know that the entire Leslie team is missing seeing your children. Kids are the reason that we all became educators, and so it is hard not to have those daily connections that are the reason for what we do. When distance learning rolled out last week, the staff was so happy to reconnect with their students, even if it was virtually. Students were also so excited to be able to connect with each other. Each member of the Leslie team hopes that you and your family are well, safe, and finding some glimpses of goodness during this difficult time. Tonight, I am hoping to help you navigate this new world of distance learning by demonstrating some of the ways the Leslie staff is working to help organize learning for you and your child. Over the past couple of weeks, the Leslie team has worked hard to connect with every student who attends Leslie. Leslie staff has made thousands of phone calls in the last couple of weeks, and out of our 786 students, we are down to less than 20 students with whom we have not yet connected. During these initial phone calls, staff worked to ensure that each of our families was safe and had access to food, healthcare, and safe housing, and directed families to community support if they were in need. During the second week, staff reached out to any family who indicated they needed Chromebooks or access to internet. I am proud to say that Salem Keizer has provided more than 25,000 Chromebooks to students who needed them to access distance learning, and it sounds like they are working well for most families. If you are experiencing technical difficulty with your district Chromebook, there is now a public helpline on Salem Keizer's website, and the phone number is 971-373-6114. In a few minutes, I will show you the district's distance learning resources webpage. As a parent myself of a 7th and 9th grader, I also know how important it is for each of us to be able to understand what is being asked of our children, and often feeling like we were coming up short and having all the answers for how to provide the best education at home. At Leslie, we want to partner with you and provide systems and support to help you navigate this challenging new environment. I am very grateful that each of you who have reached out to our school team to ask questions and provide suggestions on things that would be helpful to you. As you can imagine, with 70 Leslie staff members, we are all over the map in our comfort level with technology and distance learning platforms such as Google Classrooms, Google Meets, and many of the other incredible technology tools that are available. Over the past 2 weeks, we have instituted massive online learning for our teachers to know how to best employ these great options for students. I promise you, each week we will get better at this. Already this week, I hope that you have found the Google Classrooms easier to navigate with weekly agendas posted and an easier way to find your way through the daily assignments. We have also asked our teachers to go slow and carefully consider how much work they are asking students to do, so our Leslie family is not overwhelmed. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you are confused by an assignment, if your child is struggling, or if there are other questions we can answer. Also, we are hearing that some of our students are feeling overwhelmed by the amount of work being assigned. Please use your best parent judgment if your child is becoming overwhelmed and pick a few things for him or her to focus on. Then send an email to the teacher and let them know. It is hard in this environment to monitor what is too much or too little, and we will all need lots of feedback to get this right for all students. I've heard from many of you that balancing working at home, caring for young children, and navigating the different learning systems for different grade levels of your own children can be very overwhelming. Throw on top of that, worrying about health or even meeting the basic needs for your family can make life very stressful right now. I would like to share with you a few tips that we have found are helping children find success at home with learning. First, set up a home classroom. Setting up a home classroom can be very helpful for students. A quiet place where they can keep all their school materials that is separate from a place where they have free time can be helpful to separate school from playtime. Also, I know it's really helped our family to have a set routine each day that includes time for school, time for hobbies, choice time, and time for chores. Here at the Madeline House, our kids have school from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., lunch, reading time, chores, and then free time. We are also encouraging our kids to participate in their online Google Meets whenever they are offered so they can connect with their classmates at school. As everyone becomes more comfortable with these platforms, there will be more synchronous or in real time learning opportunities for students. Another idea is to set up with your child study buddies with a friend from one of their classes. They can connect online or by phone to complete their work together. I know this has helped my own kids tackle less favorite assignments when they are working with a friend. Now, I would like to take you on a tour of what we have available on our Leslie website and also the District Distance Learning website so you know where to go to get help. We are working hard to keep our Leslie website and Facebook page updated almost daily with new information. We also have new contact information under our Leslie staff office hours. This shows teachers' direct phone lines, their office hours, and email. These office hours are times when your child's teachers are available to get help. Please, once again, don't hesitate to send an email or phone teachers if you have questions about assignments. All right, now I would like to get to some of the questions that have been submitted via Padlet or that I have had parents email or call about. First of all, there have been many questions regarding the end of year events such as 8th grade promotion and handing out yearbooks. These are questions that parents all across the district have, and unfortunately, we are still waiting for guidance on this. However, I want you to know that we will all do our very best to figure out some way to recognize our 8th grade class, as none of us want to miss out on the chance to say goodbye to this amazing group of students. I've also received a number of questions about the digital planner. The digital planner lesson that was rolled out last week across all middle schools is a way to help students organize their week of online learning. As some of you have experienced, this has been challenging for some of our students to navigate. I want you to know that whatever method your child chooses to plan out their week is okay with us, as long as they have one place to record what they should be working on each day. Our teachers have also attempted to simplify this process by providing a weekly agenda for each of their classes and a copy of the assignment for the week that students can copy right into their digital planner. If students want to use the paper Leslie planner they received at the beginning of the second semester, that is also fine with us. Another question we have been getting is when students will be able to pick up their materials from their lockers. Unfortunately, this is another question that we do not yet have an answer to. Currently, all staff are not allowed in the school, including me. Marion County continues to have one of the highest numbers of COVID-19 cases in the state, so we continue to advise everyone to stay home and stay safe. I know that many of our students are very disappointed to be missing out on great end of the year activities such as track and the band trip to Disneyland. Our bookkeeper is working with District Financial Services to process these refunds as soon as possible. We still have hopes that we will be able to produce a Leslie yearbook, but we have not gotten a final decision on this yet. We have also had some questions about how students are being graded, and I want you to know that as per state guidance, all grades will be pass or no pass. We should have more information on how this will work in Synergy gradebooks in the coming weeks. Finally, we have had a number of questions regarding registration for electives classes for next fall. We will be rolling out an online electives registration process next week in students' first period classes. So please check there for details. So with that, I would like to thank you for joining me here tonight. Please know that we miss you, care about you, and are learning and growing alongside your children as we navigate this new world together. Please don't hesitate to call or email your questions and concerns. We are here to help and want to make this the very best experience for you.